New organisation will be officially launched tomorrow, all aimed at supporting innovation and enterprise in the struggling northwest coast. The Cradle Coast Innovation Group is a collaboration between local businesses and community leaders and hopes to ensure the region remains an area where people can and will remain to live, work and invest. Joining us is Deputy Chair of the Cradle Coast Innovation, Darryl Connolly. Good afternoon.
G'day, Damien. Thanks very much for your time.
Thanks for your time this afternoon. Where did this idea come from?
Look, there have been a lot of exciting conversations being had, I think, on the Northwest Coast over the past couple of years around this idea of how can we develop an innovation culture. And eventually, after lots of talking, some dedicated business people, community and local government representatives decided to sit down and say, well, let's do something about it. And thus was born Cradle Coast Innovation.
Now, the aim, as the blurb says on your website, to ensure innovation and enterprise continues to grow in Cradle Coast. What exactly does that mean? How do you get that away from those discussions that we have heard and are having into some actual work and some work on the ground?
Sure. So, yeah, that's right. This is all about on-ground work, I suppose. So. We're all about switching on innovation and enterprise, and I guess we're going to be doing that through a sort of grassroots approach to economic development. So, innovation and entrepreneurship, it doesn't just occur in business, it actually happens all around us, particularly in the home, at the classroom, and, most of us are innovative to one degree or another in the workplace. So we want to see even more of this happening and do what we can to sort of foster a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship on the coast.
Sadly, as I was growing up on the Northwest Coast as well, so many people saying they just couldn't stay, they couldn't live and had to go somewhere else, although that's good when they come back as they bring all that knowledge and experience back with them. Just how tough are things in the region at the moment in terms of that and where we're heading?
Look, things are certainly tough, there's no doubt about it, but one of the things that we keep talking about and which motivates us to do what we do is that there are these fantastic good news stories and great ideas out there. They often get overlooked to some degree in the media, unfortunately, and so we're looking. What we're seeing is a bit of a mismatch between what we hear being talked about in the media and what we actually see when we're in the region, and that is people with lots of enthusiasm and great ideas. So whilst traditional approaches to economic development tend to focus on business, we've been saying to ourselves, well, what's an approach that we can put in place that sort of taps into the individual and their role in innovation?
What do you think's needed to ensure the region does hold its head high? I guess the people that have chosen to stay know what a wonderful place it is to live and work. What is actually needed to bring about that change?
Well, it sounds a little simplistic and a little bit cliched perhaps, but a lot of this, a lot of what we can do to become more innovative and entrepreneurial as a region is just about being smarter in the ways that we work together. I heard a great quote this morning, actually, which was "Fortune favours the well-connected." And I think one of the main things that Cradle Coast Innovation will be trying to do is connect people who have really good ideas to other people, resources and networks that can help them turn that idea into something of value.
Darryl Connolly, let's say we're talking in 12 months' time. What would you like to have seen achieved from the group in that time?
Sure. Look, we've got some really exciting irons in the fire. I think we're going to have a fantastic program of events where we're actually going to put innovators, entrepreneurs that have done this before in front of those people who are out there in the community that have a good idea but don't know what to do about it. I would like to think that looking forward in 18 months' time, there'll be some people who are actually starting to take the steps from having a good idea to creating a business, and we'll be able to say, you know what, we help them get there.
Fantastic. The launch tomorrow, can people still come along?
Absolutely. They'll need to register online tonight if they'd like to, and they can do that at www.cradlecoastinnovation.com.au. It'll be at 5:30 p.m. on the Ulverston Wharf at Pier 01, and we've got some fantastic speakers.
Fantastic. Look forward to keeping in touch with you throughout the year and find out and hopefully make some difference across the region. Appreciate your time this afternoon.
I appreciate your support. Thanks very much, Damien.
From Cradle Coast Innovation being launched officially tomorrow, the Deputy Chair there, Daryl Connolly.